What's up, YouTube? I'm Robert, and this is the B1KER Bar Podcast live stream. I love saying that like kind of awkwardly. It really makes me happy. I don't know why. But anyways, episode 59. If you guys haven't been here, or if you guys aren't subscribers to the B1KER channel, you should probably do that because these two are like in a bad relationship together. There's the B1KER channel and the B1KER Bar Podcast channel. And if you don't subscribe to both of them, you're doing it wrong. And I don't really have any better reason than that. But however, this podcast has something to do with what was going on over there. So I recently just put out a video talking about losing a bunch of weight. 80 pounds is what I'm trying to lose. And a lot of people were inspired. And this is gonna like kind of, we're gonna go into a little more details about that inspiration here. So this is the deal. First of all, I need to talk about my sponsors. You know, my sponsors are you guys on Patreon. So thank you guys on Patreon, man. I've been seeing them come in, dude. That's awesome. I'm stoked when every time. If it's $1, that's cool. If it's $5 and you get a sticker pack, that's cool too. I'm down for either way. If you guys just dig this stuff and you don't even care about sending me money and keeping my beer fridge full, which I need to stock that thing up because I left it empty when I started this diet. So anyways, if you guys want to do something, you don't want to send me any money, don't want to like keep the beer fridge. I can't even talk. You guys don't want to keep the beer fridge full. You're like, screw that, dude. I'm not sending him any money. Just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you don't like the podcast, hit the like button twice. It's cool. It's cool with me, man. You really got to like show your anger. If you want some other stuff other than the B1KER Bar and the B1KER Bar Podcast, and you want more info, you want to be all in, then you should swing by my Instagram at BikerB1. There's also a Facebook page, the same thing at BikerB1, and a Twitter account which nobody uses. Apparently, neither do I. But all the things that I post on Instagram go there too. So it is what it is. Anyways, let's get to today's guest. We got Daily MTB Rider. Daily, I hope I said it right. You've botched it like 100 other times. So for you to get it right, like this is a big moment in our friendship, Robert. I actually was just reading it because you wrote your name in the live stream application. So I was like, wow. And then as I read it, I was like, did I put that in there? I bet you I screwed it up if I put it in there. And Robert, I should say you should get my name right. I could be wrong in this, but I think I am the most recurring guest that has been on the B1KER Bar. Is that correct? At this point, you are, because this would be 3. I can't remember if there was another one too that we did that maybe was like a conglomeration one, but I've definitely had Daily MTB Rider on the show twice, and I just keep bugging you, and you're just like, gosh, if I can get this guy off my back, I'll just try one more time. And he's like the paparazzi. I can't get rid of that dude. It's true, man. So this is the thing, man. I put that video out, and I have had a boatload of comments from people talking about how they were inspired. And that's every time somebody tells me they're inspired by me, I'm always like blown away. Like, cause I'm like, dude, I don't even understand what's inspiring about me. I like to get drunk and ride bikes and probably do some other stupid things that I don't put online. And so it's like, I don't know. It's always, you get into YouTube, you don't think you're going to be inspirational. You're just trying to like get all the free stuff and the chicks and whatnot. Well, yeah, like you get into it like, yeah, I don't think inspiration, I don't know. I was like, I'll get into it so I can meet more people and maybe help somebody manual. But I didn't think I would inspire somebody to buy a bike or do something that I'm doing that they're stoked on. Yeah, it's crazy. Right. Yeah. So this is the thing is that I guess what I'm leading up to for those of you guys that are listening, I'll 2070. Thank you. The rest of the people that didn't show up, I'm over them, at least until they show up. So you were one of the people that was inspired. Tell me about that, dude. Yeah. So, like everyone, like I saw Robert's video and I actually have a coworker who follows YouTubers. He's like, dude, have you seen Robert's video yet that he dropped today? I'm like, no. They're like, you should watch it. He's going to lose weight. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And he's like, but he's already done it, man. Like he's already started. And I was like, what? I'm like, because Robert, there's a mountain bike YouTuber. I won't name any names. It's me. Anyway, who Oh, I love it.
Has made a video saying, all right, guys, Josh here with Daily Mountain Bike Rider. I need to lose some weight. I'm going to do all this stuff. And then I didn't do it.
Yeah. I know how that goes. I've done it a few times on my channel.
And so my buddy Luke was just blown away. He's like, not only is Robert like saying he's going to do it, he's done it though. And he's already lost 20 pounds. And so I watched your video and I was like, man, this is awesome. And the reason it was awesome is because, as so many of my subscribers have commented a lot of times, Josh, looking a little fluffy, gaining that COVID weight. I mean, the comments, people are very honest on the internet. And I'm just every time I read that, I'm like, yeah, it's true. But the comments that stick out to me most is like, man, I remember when you first made videos, you're looking a little bigger than that. I'm like, yeah, I'm like 40 pounds heavier than when I first started making YouTube videos. And 40? For me, I'm like, yeah, I needed to lose weight. And so when I saw your video, I'm like, man, Robert is like hitting this hard. And my big thing is like, when I lose weight, I get in the zone, and then eventually it gets to a point where it's like I've either done good enough or I just give up. And I'm like, having motivation, having somebody else to be like, keep doing it or challenge you is so helpful. And so when I saw your video, I was like, one, I want to do that. I need to lose weight. I need to get in better shape. And number two, I want to encourage Robert, but more than anything, I want Robert to encourage me, and he already has. So I'm like, I instantly was like, Robert, we got to talk about this, dude. Let's hook up on this.
Yeah, dude. I'm super stoked, man. I'm super stoked to not only influence all the people out there that I have already, but to influence one of my friends, you know, or like I know I've definitely influenced my lady as well, like, and she's been like always an influence to me, and I think I've been, you know how they like in the cartoons, they have like the little devil and the little angel. Yeah. Guess which one I've been. I've been the little devil for a long time. So she'd be like killing it at the gym, you know, like losing weight. And I'd be like, I'm eating wings. And she'd be like, oh, it's okay. I'm going to have a salad. And then I'd, you know, like an hour later, I'd be like, hey, I'm going to go get some ice cream. You want some ice cream? No, I'm good. Well, I got some cookies while I was out too. You should have one. Okay, maybe I'll have one. You know, and so like she's been such an inspiration to me for a long time. So I'm really glad that maybe I'm inspiring her a little bit now too.
Is it bad that when you said the devil and the angel, like everything you said devil wise, I'm like, yeah, but then I just imagine you in like an angel outfit with a halo and in a high voice. Eat more celery, eat vegetables, don't drink beer, drink 0-calorie near beer. Like I can just imagine Angel Robert telling people that.
I can never do the 0-calorie near beer. See, that's the thing, dude. It's either like all or nothing with my personality. And I think from what you're saying, you're the same. And I actually should rephrase that to like, my personality is all or all. Because when I say nothing, that doesn't actually that's not right, because when I'm like, we're going to go with the nothing thing. See if you can follow me here. When I'm saying nothing, I'm really all in at getting fat and lazy. Like I am giving it everything I can possibly give to be as lazy as freaking possible, you know?
Yeah. Giving your all to to fulfill all your desires, fulfill anything you want. Ice cream sounds good. I'm gonna get it. Oh man, that's really inconvenient to go to the store right now, but I really want that ice cream, so I'm gonna go all in on it. You're right. And then the opposite is going all in. Like, no, I'm all in, gonna eat healthier, gonna live a better lifestyle, right? Yeah. So that's all versus all. That's good, man.
And I think there's another thing with me too, and I've talked about this to you personally as well as, you know, in the online a bunch, that I think one of the reasons that I've put on so much weight is because I've lost a lot of weight before. This isn't my first time to like have to lose a lot of weight. This is the most weight that I've ever had to lose. Yes. But I've lost between 40 and 50 pounds before. And because of knowing how to do it, as I was getting fatter, that was the thing where I kind of was like, I don't give a, you know, because it was like, I know if I just hit it hard for like 3 or 4 months, I'll get right back to where I wanted to be. And I think it's sadly like a motivator for me at the time to keep gaining weight, you know?
Yeah. And that's it was funny when we, because I hit Robert up I was like, dude, we got to chat. And so we FaceTimed on Wednesday, and it was like Robert was like sharing my own story, right? Because that's exactly where I've been. I think it was, I'm trying to remember, it's probably when I was like 21 years old. I got up to like 230 pounds, and I was like, you know what? I'm a pudgy boy. I need to lose weight. So I lost, 45 pounds. And then I'd go up, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm going to hit it hard. And I went back. I've actually tracked my weight for when I like eat healthy for the last 7 years. And so
wow.
So I can see, oh man, January 1st, I was like 195. And then February 7th, I was 175. So it's like, I could see the 20-pound things. And so that's exactly it, right? It's like, I'm being lazy, but you know what? If I work hard for a month, I can lose 20 pounds. So I can keep being lazy.
Yeah.
And that's gotten me where now I'm tied with the heaviest I've ever been, or I was January 1st. I've lost a little bit of weight since then, but I just got sick and tired of it, man. I was like, man, and my big thing, and you nailed it. And I think this is where our series will get interesting too, is being that we're all versus all guys. Like, okay, losing the weight's fun. Like losing the weight's good. But how do you maintain that all-in mentality to keep that weight off, right? That's where it's hard.
Yeah. So you just did like a little Easter egg there. I'm going to pass over it for right now. But those of you guys that were really listening, you should probably chime in on the comments and see if you actually got it.
True.
Anyways, so this is the thing I wanted to talk to you about that I was thinking about as you were saying that, because I actually wasn't listening to you because of my ADD and actually a bunch of other reasons.
The truth comes out.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, look at that wheel over there. I think I should true that. I don't know how to true a wheel. No, check this out. I want to talk about the things that change as you gain weight that like kind of are reminders to you. Like, and I'm going to give you some examples, and then I think that you'll be able to run with it from there. So for me, I like probably over 20, 30 pounds ago was like, man, it's getting harder to put my socks on. And at one point I was like, I don't care about shoes that need to be tied anymore, because if I just have slip-ons, then I don't have to bend over to tie those things, because like I'm lazy. So I'm like, okay, well now it's just slip-on shoes and boots. And I'm like, hey, I love cowboy boots. I wear them things all the time. And then it got to a point where it was like, if I did bend over to pull on my cowboy boots, that like my back would pop, because my belly was like my belly was like a part-time chiropractor. So it was like bend over. It was like, I was like, oh, that felt good. I should do that again. And so here we go.
Robert's belly, part-time for hire chiropractor.
Yeah, man, I tell you, it's just like little things like that where it was like, I mean, obviously, like you go through the like, oh, okay, I need to buy some bigger clothes. And unfortunately for me, I like gain all my weight between like the bottom of my neck and my waistline. Like in all of, like, I'm 80 pounds. I started out 80 pounds heavier than I was when I was 220. I went from a 36 to a 38 in my waist. That's it. Like, I didn't like, I just don't put weight on anywhere but like right there in that torso, and that's it. So did you notice anything like what I was talking about?
Yeah, for me, it's always like my clothes, right? So it's like, oh man, that shirt I love. It's like I looked in the mirror and I'm like, oh man, like my joke is always striped shirts. It's like, man, my striped shirt used to go black, white, black, white, black, white. Now it goes black, white, black, 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 white, black. Where'd all the white go?
Somebody messed this thing up.
Yeah, and then I like go button up my shirt and like the buttons are like pulling, and I was like,
that's
and I'm like, honey, why did you dry my shirt so much? She's like, I don't think I dried your shirt that much. Yeah. So for me, it's like, it's mainly like, I think that, and then the other thing is like how I feel, right? So it's like on a bike ride when I haven't biked for a while and I'm just dying like 20 minutes in, and it's like, man, I used to crush these climbs and have it no problem.
I don't think I've ever had that thought in my life.
Crushing climbs.
Crush these climbs. No, never did that.
Yeah. And so I think, and then the other thing that really gets me, man, that's like instantly is I see a picture, or I watch a video of myself that I started the channel 3 years ago, and I'm like, whoa, who's that guy?
Right.
Oh wait, that was me.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, you know, being really, like, I remember like certain videos. It's like the first time I went to Whistler, like, man, I'm 185. I gained 10 pounds. It's like, man, I'm looking pudgier. Okay, I'll put on this shirt so then I won't look as pudgy. It's like stuff like that I care about, like being really honest, right? And then it's like, now I look back at that and I'm like, man, why did I care so much? I looked great.
Right. Well, that goes to, like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, and then now I'm like, oh gosh, man. I'm like, I hope this doesn't get like 40 pounds worse than this, but anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think we talked about this the other night too. And it's something that, that you're reminding me of is, when I was 255, which was at that point, 35 pounds heavier than what I wanted to be. Right. Like, that's when I was like, dude, I am fat. I need to do something about this. Like, that's like probably like when I would be talking about on, like, when I was on the, basically the weight I was when I started the channel. Like, I'm just a fat dude, likes drinking beer and riding bikes, you know? And then what I did was added 30 more pounds to that. Right. Or 45. I don't even know. A lot of weight to that.
Math is hard.
Right. Yeah. 45 pounds. So I added 45 pounds to that. And now I'm thinking to myself, I would love to be as fat as I thought I was fat. Like, when I thought I was fat, I would love to be that weight right now. And so, like, it's crazy how that just slips, you know? And it's like, I don't know. I mean, like, when I started my video out, I was like, you know, you could blame it on COVID. You could blame it on an injury. You could blame it on beer and chicken wings. Like, at the end of the day, dude, I got myself here. Like, there's no other way than me, like, being lazy, making poor decisions, and not having any discipline to put the work in, you know?
Yeah.
So
that's the truth, man. Like, it's so easy for it to creep up on you, and then you look in the mirror and you realize, man, like, I'm the one who got me to this place. Like, every decisions I've made in the last whatever amount of time has led to where I'm at today. And that's a tough pill to swallow. And anybody who's dealt with weight has felt that feeling, right? Yeah. And it sucks to feel that way alone, when the truth is you're not alone. There's a lot of people that felt that way.
Yeah. And, you know, I think there's the other end of it too. That, I mean, we were talking about, you know, clothes and stuff like that, which is like, you know, you have that shirt that you like to, you know, or let's put it this way. You have this handful of shirts that you like choose from whenever you go out. Right.
Yeah.
And the handful just keeps getting smaller. And now it's like, you have one shirt that still fits you right. And that's the one. And you're like, man, every time we go out, I'm wearing this shirt. And, you know, so yeah, that
you killed the pun game with that.
Yeah,
your handful of shirts keep getting smaller because you're fat. Anyway, yes, that's the truth, right? And that's like part of like what I'm in now. I'm like, man, I have like 6 things that I like to wear, and I have like 40 things that I wish I could wear, but I'm like 20 pounds away from those. And it's like,
yeah, I have like a bottom half of my closet that's like, I'm going to get back to those. I feel like there's a problem there. No, but the other end of what I wanted to talk about was like, mentally, as carefree as I am, and I definitely have like a personality that for the most part didn't really give a crap about what people think about me and my weight. Right.
Yeah.
But I definitely was beating myself up about it, because I've been super fit in the past. And I've been fat in the past. Like, I know what they both feel like, you know, and I know what it takes to do it. And it would be like, and I think this is part of how I got that last like bit of weight that got me up to 300 was I kept doing this. I'm going to start next week.
Yeah.
And because I was saying I was going to start next week, I would be like, well, we're going to go all out this week because I'm starting next week. I'm going to eat all the things. And I'm going to drink all the beers, and it's going to be cool. And then Monday would be like, and something would come up, and it would be like, oh, we're supposed to go to that person's house on Wednesday. I'll do it next week. And I kept doing next week. And so I kept having these like all out like sprints to like the last hurrah, but for like months. you know?
Yeah. There's always a vacation or a camping trip or
Yeah.
there's always something that it's like, yeah, after that, or yeah, I'm just too tired. Work's been too hard, right? There's always an excuse. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's part of like why I or I don't know what I was going to say there, but I think what I want to say is like, I think that's part of why I'm like being to a certain extent like Nazi right now, because it was like, dude, I was being like very efficient at gaining weight, so I should be very efficient at losing weight. You know what I mean? Like, give it all that I have to give, because like I know that I could lose this weight in a longer period of time and still like drink beer on the weekend or like go out and have like a cheat day on every Saturday, and it would just like prolong me losing the weight, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that I was like telling myself was, look, dude, like you can do that, or you can just like sack up, you know, like you did this to yourself, like get it together and be as dedicated as you can. Because once I get to my like goal weight, or they're like close to it, at that point, yeah, dude, you can chill some. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna have such a like different lifestyle of like the amount of fitness or activities that I'm doing, that I'll be able to eat that stuff and it won't matter. But I think if I'm doing it right here at the beginning, it's like I'm just setting myself up to like not be as serious about it as I need to be.
Yeah, and the nice part about that too, and this is what I've experienced in the past, is when you have that goal, right? So for you, you've kind of said your goal is 220,
right?
Which I think is an awesome goal and a big goal too. It's like, okay, for me, you know, way long ago, it's like, man, if I hit 175, then I'll go out for a big dinner and it's going to be awesome. Right? I'll go get a cheeseburger. I'll have a beer. I'll have everything.
Right.
And it's like, once I hit that weight, I had been doing it for like 3.5 months.
Yeah.
And at that point, it was like, man, I hit that weight. And it was the realization of I could go eat that cheeseburger. I could go eat whatever I wanted, but it's probably going to make me feel pretty crappy. Right.
Yeah.
And it's like your mindset has been so much on, and this is the thing, right, is I won't get too philosophical.
No, let's hear it. I'm down with philosophical.
Food is an addiction, right? Like food
totally.
is a hit.
Yeah,
so for a lot of people, and some people don't have this problem. My wife is as skinny as a rail, always has been, probably always will be, right? And she can say no. She can put the fork down. Yeah. What'd you say?
She better be.
She better be. I did not say that. You said that. Anyway. But for me, it's like I could always finish my plate. I could always eat more food, right? I could always pack it in. And for me, it's like junk food is an addiction. You get that hit, and the high is so good, and then give it a half hour or like an hour later, and the regret is so high. Yeah. But then the next day comes, and you want to hit that high again. Yeah. And you can hit it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can make excuses of, well, I went on a long bike ride today, or I'll do it next week, right? Yeah. And what happens is we psychologically train our brain to desire the crap, and then when we pull it away, it's like, man, I got to get that fix, right? Yeah. And so that's why I think setting healthy goals, hitting that goal, and having a reward ready, but be willing to understand like your desires and things are going to change once you get there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, we need to learn how to speak in kilograms too. You're pretty close to being Canadian. You should be able to do the conversion really quick, right?
Yeah. It's who cares? I'm gonna look this up now. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. I all I know is it's like 2.5 centimeters to an inch. That's all I got.
And so basically, a pound is about a half a kilometer or kilogram.
Kilometer. Oh, that's pretty good. I like how we reestablished that math is hard.
So anyway, so 2 pounds is about a kilogram.
2 pounds is a kilogram. So I'm trying to lose 40 kilograms.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I said 80. So I mean, you said 2 to 1, right?
So it's not quite 2 to 1. So yeah,
it's good enough.
Good enough. Go math.
Right, dude. We are definitely YouTubers and not mathematicians.
True.
So, So check this out. This guy said something that I think is really true. So any of you guys in there in the comments, man, keep them coming through, because it's I'd like to talk about what is on you guys' mind as well. And I know a lot of times on these podcasts I don't so much, but I think that it's important on this one. So Workhorse MTB says the older he gets, the harder it is to lose weight just exercising. You have to do the diet to lose weight now. And I can totally relate with this, dude, because I know when I was in my 20s, even my early 30s, it'd be like, oh, lose 15 pounds. And I would like stop drinking beer on Wednesday nights. And then I would like, I'm going to run for like 3 weeks. And then I would probably only not drink beer on 2 of those Wednesdays out of 4 weeks, you know, and like, then I would still lose like 20 pounds. I'd be like, oh yeah, it's so easy. I know what I'm doing, you know? And like for me, I'm a little bit older than Daly, and I'm in my early 40s, and it is definitely a way different game. But one thing that I can tell you, whether I was in my 20s or my 30s, it's a little bit hypocritical or opposite of what I just said, but weight loss is really in the kitchen. Like you can lose weight just by what you eat and have no extra exercise in your life. So that's the big thing. But it definitely in your 40s, you need to combine the two.
And see, for me, like I am such a, once I set my mind to something, I want to see the results. And so I realized early on, like if I want the most results of weight loss, I've got to eat perfectly. I've got to only put in my body what's essential and not anything extra. And because of that, I could lose 20 pounds in a month, right? And I could lose 35 pounds in 2 months. And I know a lot of people are like, well, you just got to work out more. You can still eat what you want. You can, but I think Workhorse is saying the older you get, kitchen first. Like, and that's just the truth of the matter. If you ate perfectly and didn't work out, you could still lose a bunch of weight. If you eat like crap and you don't work out enough, it's going to be a struggle. Yeah.
So, I think we need to let people in on a little something here before I get into some more of these questions, because I think that it's going to end up having to come out. So essentially, Josh called me up the other day and he's like, man, I'm inspired. Like, we got to do something together on this.
Yeah.
And we couldn't come up with anything at the time. I think it was because I'm not drinking. I don't have any good ideas when I'm not drinking. And
the processing time is like 3 times delayed.
Yeah, that's what it is. I actually didn't hear what you said. I was still laughing. What'd you say?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good. It was worth it. Math. That's what it was. No, and so a couple of days later, I came up with this thing that well, I guess at the man, I'm just screwing this all up. So this is the deal. Josh wanted to have a competition with me to see who could lose the most weight. And we were trying to think about a fun way to do that with YouTube. And what I think is what we're running with is, since it's an election year, we're going to make it like we're like campaigning against each other. So it's going to be like, you know, biker for 2020 or daily for 2020. And like, what camp are you going to be on? So we're going to weigh in tomorrow morning. And whatever we lose between now and election day is that's going to be who the winner is, right? So it's like point for pound. And then we're also trying to enroll the people in it as well. So like, we want to come up with a hashtag, which we'll let out whenever we make our videos that we throw up on the internet in the future, that people can send in their video of their weight loss journey, whether you want to wait until the night before election day to put yours up, or you want to put yours in right away and just give your story. And we're going to come up with some like super cool prize for the person who has the best story.
And we're talking good prize. We're not just going to send you some stickers. We're talking about pulling some resources, hitting up some people, and getting something good. I don't know if we want to share what it is yet, Robert, or what we're thinking.
I don't know. I mean, we're thinking Oh man, you almost just wrote me right into that, dude. I was like, I'm in. I love telling people all the secrets. I ain't gonna tell anybody else. Yeah, I mean, I think like I was shocked that you said we're not gonna send them a sticker pack, because I was like, man, that's where I was gonna start. But I was like, that's not a good prize. No, so I mean, what do you think we're thinking?
I think something like a dirt jumper or a hardtail would be pretty inspirational. Be like, man, if you participate and lose the weight, and that's the thing. I think what we're saying is whoever's participating gets entered into the giveaway to win.
Yeah, I'm thinking so, and I'm thinking that we're gonna have to make some swag for this.
Oh yeah,
like there's gonna have to be like a Biker 2020 shirt and a Daily 2020 shirt. And
I mean, mine's gonna be better, so I agree.
Yeah, but yours isn't going to fit as good as mine.
True. And guys are saying in the chat that a percentage would be a better idea than weight, than pounds. I don't know how you feel about that, Rob.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, because then I just would have been able to lose less weight than you or more weight than you. And I don't know. I think I would have had the advantage. I think that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm all for you having the advantage. I'm down to be at a disadvantage. I can lose weight. I'm younger. Is that an advantage? Just saying.
I don't even really care if it's a percentage or a pound for pound. Like we've already established we're no good at math. I don't know if we should do percentages.
Robert got 0.2%. Josh got 17. What? You guys are idiots.
17,000? Wait a minute.
That's not how percents work. Who cares?
I'm just gonna add a dibbity thousand on there. yeah. I mean, we can work that out. So basically, we're floating this to you guys. We're also kind of talking through it at the same time. So
and I'm guessing everyone who's watched Robert's video knows that. And I know we're gonna weigh in tomorrow, but Robert started at 300. His goal is 220. I started in January. I had reached 230 pounds, which tied the heaviest I'd ever been.
How tall are you, Josh?
I'm 5'9".
5'9". Okay.
So Robert's 6'2", 300. I'm at 5'9". I was at 230.
Yeah.
And so I started to lose some weight and then got off it. Right now, I hit it again after Robert's inspiration. So I've actually lost 4 pounds in the last 4 days going for it. But I'm at 219 right now. We'll see where I am tomorrow after the bonbons. But I'm at 219, and my goal.
Are you doing it like you're doing bonbons tonight?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not eating anything.
You should go in, man. Did you see my dude? That was the first thing I did. I was like, all right, I'm doing this tomorrow. I'm getting some wings right now.
Yeah, I got Chipotle Wednesday night, and I went all out. It was delicious.
Yeah, you went big.
Oh, and I filmed it too. I was like, I'm going to document this. But my goal, I'm at 219. My goal is to get to 175. My actual goal is like 170, but 175 is like my realistic goal.
No, so you just that's bullshit. Your goal is 170.
Okay, my goal is 170.
Yeah,
fine.
Stop there in that. Don't do that, because I did that, dude. I did that, man. Before, because man, you're putting this on the internet. You're like, I'm committed to whatever I just tell, like whatever I'm going to tell people. Yeah. Or I'm committed to like really embarrassing myself or having to like make some kind of excuse, right? So like it's intimidating to like say that. And when I wrote down 80 pounds, like when I said it out loud, I was like, maybe I should just tell him like I'm gonna try to get to like 250. Yeah. And then once I get there, then I can be like, yeah, I'm gonna try to get 220 now, you know, and then I thought about it and I was like, but that's not what you want, dude. And you're like doing this to try to like honestly like mentally make myself happier. Yeah. Like it really doesn't have to do with like, I could care less about sucking up the hill and all that other crap. Like, honestly, like it's really like, I don't like looking at myself in the mirror and seeing this dude that is like just giving up, you know, it's not my personality, you know. Yeah. I mean, apparently it is, you know, but like that's not the dude that I want to be, you know what I mean? And so whenever that like came, it was like, no, I'm gonna tell him 220. Yeah. You know, and the worst case scenario is I beat it, you know, but that's really what I want. Cause I remember like when I lost like 50 pounds few years back. I mean, it was probably a lot more than a few at this point, but like I remember I got down because I was at like 260 and I got down to like 205 and maybe close to 200. And I just remember feeling like I don't feel like a big dude anymore. And I like feeling like a big dude. You know what I mean? Like I was just getting too skinny. And I always felt really happy, like with how I looked and how I felt at like 220. Yeah. So I'm like, that's what I'm shooting for. Maybe when I hit 220, I'll be like, yeah, I'd love to be 170. I don't know. I highly doubt it because I really, really like beer and I don't want to get down to 170.
I think I would like to. I wouldn't mind getting down to 170 at like to complete the challenge, but for me, like life at 175, 180 is like is my 220 in Robert language, right? That's so, like.
So what is it? I don't care what it is. What is it really? Is it 175?
Yeah, I think 175. When I weighed myself on Thursday, I was like 223 and a half. So that's like 50 pounds basically. Yeah. And it's like, dang, that's a big number, but I'd be stoked to lose that.
So that's 50 pounds from where you're at right now.
No, that's 45 from where I'm at right now.
Yeah, man, we're so good at math. I'm thinking that we should start like a math channel. Yeah. Like, what do you think, man?
I don't know if we would have the audience we think we would.
Do they have like a hooked on phonics kind of version of math that we could teach? Like
yeah. No, but I think 175 is a healthy weight for me to achieve, and that's 45 pounds from where I'm at right now. If you haven't lost a couple pounds, which I'm sure you probably have lost one or two, you're at 280, so you got 60 pounds to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still like and this is the thing, dude. I feel like that last 20 is going to be the hardest.
It's going to be rough, man.
Because like at that point, like right now, like this is what I was telling you the other night. Like right now, my body's like, what the hell are you doing? Like I went from like riding, maybe a midweek mountain bike ride and one day on the weekend, sometimes 2 days on the weekend, most of the time 1 day on the weekend. Here and there, I'd go on a road ride with the lady, so it wasn't like that was about at most I had maybe 3 rides a week. For like the last. At this point, this would be the end of the 4th. So the last 5 weeks, I think I haven't ridden like 3 days, like the first 3 days of the last 5 weeks. I've been it's funny because I think about you almost every day when I'm riding because of your slogan. I always think like ride your bike every day. Yeah. And I really think about that. Like I'm not bullshitting you right now. Like, and that's why I think it like really made me happy when you called me.
It was like it was meant to be.
Yeah, totally, man. So, we talked a little bit about this earlier, and I don't remember why I told everybody about our challenge because I read somebody's question. I wanted to answer it. I think it was Paul up here. He said, Paul the Puncher said, have either of you tried keeping a diary of your food and exercise? A lot of people find this useful to write things down. Is that something that you do? Like, I'll let you answer. Go ahead, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, the app that I've tracked my weight on is like MyFitnessPal, which some people mentioned, a lot of people have heard of. And you can track your weight, your food intake. You can like scan barcodes and see how many calories you're consuming, as well as like exercise. And so for me, that has worked a lot to track just how much I'm consuming. But I've gotten to the point where I know, like, I know if I'm eating an excess of calories or if I'm coming in under calories. Yeah. And for me, that's not the biggest motivator. For me, it is that all in. If I'm all in, I don't have to sweat the details because I know I'm all in and I'm not going to eat that cookie and I'm not going to look at, and here's the biggest thing. And this is like who I am. I went and did a 2,400 foot elevation ride. I probably burnt 1,000 calories, right. It's probably more than 1,000 calories. Yeah. If I want to lose 2 pounds a week, I need to eat 1,600 calories. Okay, so does that mean I can eat 2,600 calories today? Yes. Do I need to replenish my body? Yes. But if I come to the end of the day and I've only eaten 2,000, I'm not going to go eat 600 calories of ice cream. For me, that doesn't work. Like, I would need to continue eating healthy food. So all I have to say, yes, super helpful tool. That helped me learn how much calories actually are that I'm consuming. I know, like, I know a piece of bread is 110 calories. I know a banana is about 70 calories because I've done that for so long that I can calculate it in my head because I'm good at math and stuff. Never mind. Never mind.
You and I are so much alike, man. Because honestly, like, and this is the first thing I want to say before I get into what I eat or how I do it is do what works for you. Yeah. Like there is a boatload of different eating plans, diets, whatever you want to call them. Life changes. I don't. Everybody has a different way that they like. People like semantics, right? Whatever you want to call it that makes you feel good, call it that. Also, whichever one of those things works for you, do that. Like if you want to be a vegan, go for it. If you want to be a vegetarian, go for it. If you want to be an intermittent faster, go for it. If you want to do like whatever it is, if that's what keeps you motivated and that's what like works for you, do that. So what I'm going to talk about is like what I do, you know, and it may not be what works for you. You know, like some people love the idea of keto. To me, I'm like, there's no way. I like bread. I like beer. I'm not doing keto because it says neither one of those. You know how much I love macaroni and cheese? No, this is not happening. So anyways, so what I do is very similar to you. And the thing about the app is almost dead on with me as well. Because I've done this times in my life and other times where I was just being healthy. Like I know calorie count wise what I should be eating, just the same as you. Like you said, a banana is 70 calories. To me, like every piece of fruit is 100 calories. Yeah. Some of them are probably less. Some of them are probably more. But in my general scope of mind, I know that's about what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. And at the end of the day, like I'm not like not eating certain foods. Like I just know how much of it I can eat. I mean, yes, I am not eating. I'm not eating cookies. I'm not eating ice cream. I'm not eating anything frozen, which I love. Everything frozen. Like, do they make anything frozen that's not good? You know, like the frozen aisle of the grocery store is like the best aisle for me. You can be completely lazy and it tastes great. You know, so anyway, so like I'm just I don't remember where I was going with that, but anyways, so
about different diets. Yeah.
So I don't write the stuff down. I just I'm just eating right. You know what I mean? And I think that's the part that's going to be hard for me to like show on my channel. Like I've been really thinking about it because this month I'm going to try to like make this month's vlog a little bit more about the food. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't know how to eat right or like to me, I know I got to eat that stupid 6-grain bread that I freaking hate, you know, like, but that's the right thing to eat because it'll satiate me and it'll actually, you know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that, you know, where it's like, I always think about, I saw this interview with LL Cool J once and he's always been known, you know, like being in great shape and, you know, like all this, the 12-pack abs or whatever, you know, and he did on this interview. He's like, you want a body like this? Everything you eat is going to taste like crap. He's like, but if this is what you want, this is how you got to do it, you know? But
that's the truth.
So, but on the other hand, that's what I was trying to get at is like the other night, I had a cheeseburger, you know, I love cheeseburgers. I'm still eating it with a bun on it. I still put mayonnaise on it. I just didn't eat 2 of them or 3 of them. Yeah. You know what I mean? And instead of the tater tots that I love oh God, I love tater tots. We can just have a whole episode about tater tots. Anyways, instead of the tater tots that I love, apparently they make these damn things out of broccoli and cauliflower now. And they almost taste exactly like tater tots. And I'm not telling you they taste like tater tots, like a vegan tells you tofu tastes like hot dogs. Like they actually taste like tater tots. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of mad you told me that because now I want to go get broccoli, cauliflower. No, I'm just kidding. That sounds terrible. Robert, I love tots. I love tots, and we could make a whole show about tots, dude. Dude, one of the hardest things about eating right for me is like I love eating chips with sandwiches. Like I can't like I feel like sandwich bread should have chips stuck to it. Like you should be able to make a sandwich and be like, oh yeah, this is the barbecue sandwich, you know, and just have barbecue chips right in there. Like it's like 1 bite of sandwich, 3 chips, And so when I'm eating healthy, there's no chips. There's no chips. So I don't know what to do there. I've just been eating sandwiches and like being angry at myself.
Yeah, just eat like cucumber slices in between, just a bite of celery.
The first week of me changing my diet, that, like, joking aside, that was one of the things I did. I went because that first week, man, it's like you get cravings all over the place. You're trying to break that habit of like, hey, I'm hungry. I'm going to get up and eat whatever the hell I want, you know? And so I, in my mind, with quote unquote dieting, you can eat as many vegetables as you want. Like you can eat vegetables until your freaking eyes turn green. You're not going to gain weight. So like I went out, I got like a couple head of cauliflower and broccoli and some cucumbers, and I just chopped them all up. And I had like these like 3 1-gallon bags in my fridge. When it was like every time I got hungry is like those, and then the little baby carrots. And then I'd eat them with like either hummus or salsa. Like the little baby carrots and salsa is like, oh, this is great. It's with salsa. It's freaking tomatoes, right? You know, so like
it's not just tomatoes, it's freaking tomatoes.
Right. Yeah.
Brought to you by freaking tomatoes.
Freaking tomatoes, man. Those Italians know what they're doing, dude. And so do apparently the Mexicans.
I was going to say, do you have Italian salsa? What in the world
you
are you
don't
eating?
Know about Italian salsa? It's called pizza sauce, dude. So, oh God, I'm hungry. Did I tell you that I just got back from a ride and I just had a protein shake. I was like, I need to curb the appetite. So I like threw a protein shake together with a banana in it and some like recovery scoops. I don't even know what's in that. Like probably like creatine and some other stuff. Do you do supplements?
I am not a protein guy. I've tried protein, and yes, I said protein. I've tried it so many times, and I don't like to drink my calories. Like people are gonna be like, what? I don't like shakes. I don't like smoothies. I don't like acai bowls. I'll eat some eggs if I need some protein. That sounds delicious, right? So that's me. Yeah. And I also just got back from a ride, and so I got a glass of 0-calorie electrolyte drink, and then a sparkling water. That's my hold myself over until I can eat my face.
That's funny. I like protein shakes because you've seen my truck. I got a little bro in me. You don't get freaking stars on your rims, dude, if you don't have a little bro in you. And
I don't have those on my truck, man. I'm sorry. I don't qualify. I tried. They're like, sorry, man. Do you drink protein? I'm like, sorry. No, I haven't been to the
they
gym
were
in a
like,
while.
sorry, we don't make those in size 10.
Yeah,
I saw your truck.
It's a little one. It's cool.
Right. So like, but I think you hit on something like really important that I do as well. I do not drink my calories other than the shakes. I do not drink calories. So like there's no juice in my life. There's no anything but water, diet Snapple, diet green tea that has berries in it, water, and my new passion. Gatorade came out with a 0. And it actually is good. If you guys ever drank low calorie Gatorade, it's horrible. It tastes like Jello water. Like it was like it was so bad that I was like, screw it, I'll just drink the calories. I don't even care. I want Gatorade. Yeah. But no, these new zeros are really good. Like they just taste like watered down Gatorade. Yeah. Like they don't have that funky like fake sugar taste. You know what I mean?
You got me with Jello water because that's what I remember. And by the way, you said diet Snapple, and that is my jam.
Yeah,
dude.
What's your favorite?
Raspberry, dude.
Oh, dude, we are brothers. I knew it.
we're meant to be.
This is it. That's it.
Yeah, but
I'm
I
going
think
back
like
to your
that's
channel. I'm resubscribing.
Finally, thank you, Robert. Maybe you'll watch one of my videos. Anyway, that's one of the keys. Like if somebody's watching here is like, I have no idea how to lose some weight.
Yeah.
My biggest thing. Don't drink your calories and don't eat a bunch of extra sauces. Like people don't realize like a cup of ranch is like pushing 200 calories.
Yeah.
So it's like
I had to give up the chicken wings.
Dude, you eat chicken wings, you eat pizza, you eat all this stuff and you put ranch on it, which is like my favorite thing. It's like if you get a pizza that's 800 calories and you get 2 cups of ranch in a Coke, you've just added 500 calories, maybe even 600, right? Like you've added almost a second pizza. And here's the thing, they don't fill you up. Have you ever watched an eating challenge? Those guys dip their stuff in all these sauces. No, why? Because it doesn't fill them up. It just gives them a different flavor. So it's like, if you want to do anything basic, more fruits and veggies, don't drink your calories, get away from sauces. Like, there you go.
Yeah. And when you say fruits and veggies, I have to clarify, because Happy Biker over here asked how do we feel about fruits and vegetables? And I would tell you, eat as many vegetables as you want. If you have a favorite vegetable, eat it all the time.
Yeah.
Fruit, you got to be smart about. Like, there's a lot of sugar in fruit. And yes, there's good sugars in them. Like, but don't tell yourself, oh, these are good sugars, I'm going to eat 2 pounds of strawberries. Like, it's not good that much, like.
Yeah. And I totally agree. I have a banana almost every day. I love bananas, but I do limit my fruit. And War Within Us says, go vegan. And he missed where we said, whatever works for you. But here's the thing. Vegan, I had a guy who I worked with way long ago. I worked at Starbucks for a couple months.
I'm already in.
And he was a bigger dude. He was a bigger dude, and he was like, we did like 2 truths and a lie, and one of his things was he was a vegan, and he's like, no, I'm a vegan. And I'm like, what? Vegans can be fat? I didn't say that, but I thought that, right? And he's like, and I know people always say, aren't vegans supposed to be skinny? And he's like, tortilla chips are yummy, okay? And they don't have anything, animal byproducts. And here's the thing. Vegan, if you eat primarily like vegetables, like Robert's talking about, can be super healthy, but you can also eat super fatty, unhealthy foods while being vegan.
Because isn't like cheese, cheese is, oh wait, I don't know if cheese is allowed. I guess it's not, because it's made from cows.
That's right, Robert. No, but
what is wrong with these people? I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. You guys can eat whatever you want.
But yeah, you can eat French fries, and you can put everything with tons of.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah. You can eat your calories up and down and be vegan. Yeah. So I'm just saying, vegan's one option.
Yeah, and War Within just giving me a hard time because he knows I don't want to be vegan. I'm sure that's part of it. The other thing that you said about ranch is I could eat chicken wings. I have like chicken wings. I could totally eat. You get them naked, and it's just hot sauce on there. It's really just chicken. I am eating chicken. However, I personally cannot eat chicken wings without at least 1/2 gallon of ranch or blue cheese. So there you go. So for me, there's no chicken wings. So that's why that was my last meal, because I knew there's no way I can do this, because I hate chicken wings by themselves. I don't like them. They need when I would order from that restaurant that I got the wings from in my video, I would literally, I'd be like, can you, and I'm not, my sense of humor, so I definitely said this. I was like, can you guys just give me a bowl full of the blue cheese? They're like, that's funny. No, I'm like, so how many of those little cups will you give me before it's too many? Oh, 10. So could I have 12? I want all the blue cheese or all the ranch.
Can you give me enough blue cheese that if I was to pour it into a pool, it might drown a small animal? Can you give me that much blue cheese, please?
I want enough that I can put all of the chicken wings in a bowl and this ranch or blue cheese on top of it and not see any chicken wings. That would be a good place to start. And so there's no chicken wings for me. And that is honestly, that's what I'm looking forward to eating on my birthday. Because I am not like you, where I'm going to go 2 months and be like, I actually don't need a cheeseburger because I'm Josh and I'm better than that. I'm going all in on my birthday because
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it.
My birthday is coming up September 23rd. I probably won't, but I do eat cheeseburgers. I just eat Beyond Burgers because they are delicious. Dude.
I really wanted to try one of those. I haven't done it yet.
I'll go on a 1,500 calorie mountain bike, burn that much calories, and I get home and I make a fat bunch of veggies on an Impossible Burger or a Beyond Burger. Dude, so good.
See, this is my mindset, and this is where I'm gonna keep offending people because I'm good at doing that. I'm like, why do you want to have a burger that tastes like a burger that's not a burger?
I could get into it because any vegan that's watching is screaming out the
environment, I'm sure.
Water that cows drink, all these things. But at the end of the day, vegetables, even if they're processed and out of whack to make this impossible meat, which they've said eating too much of the impossible meat's not good for you.
Yeah.
It makes you feel better on the inside than knowing a cow's dead, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what people say.
Is that what it is? We actually don't eat, our burgers aren't made out of cow. You know, Katie. So, not everybody else on the internet does. My lady is, she's quite the hunter. So she's she's like got the masculine bone that I don't have, I think. Cause it's like we would have like this dead animal on the wall and like people would be coming in and they'd be like, damn, dude, that's a hell of a freaking deer. That's an elk. Oh my God, that thing is huge. Where'd you get that? And I'd be like, she got it. I was on the couch watching the Cowboys lose another freaking season of football while she was out freezing in Colorado, killing that thing. So,
just to clarify, did Katie get the approval to have the stars on your truck because she's more manly than you are? Is that how that works?
Oh, she hates them because she's a 49ers fan and I'm a Cowboys fan. So she's like, that's the only reason you did that, because they're like Cowboys. And I'm like, no.
Those are literally the two worst teams in the NFL you just named, was the 49ers and the Cowboys fans. I'm just saying.
Are you a Sea Chicken fan?
Yeah, I'm a winning teams fan. Unlike the Cowboys. Sorry.
Oh, that's interesting because you're not from Washington, so you just came up there and joined the bandwagon?
Or are you saying I'm from Canada? Yes, I'm from Washington.
No, you're not. Where are you from?
Yes, I grew up in Bothell, Washington. It's north of Seattle.
Damn it. I thought you lived in Arizona. I was like, gonna go.
I grew up in Washington, dude. I've lived here for basically all of 3 years of my life. I've lived in Washington, like all but 3. You weird.
Okay. Yeah. So War Within says he's had the elk burgers and they were amazing. And anybody that's eaten at my house knows that pretty much anything Katie makes is amazing. So
yeah,
that's. But fortunately, she's good at being an amazing cook and healthy. Like all of her amazing food that she's cooked is not the reason I'm overweight. The reason I'm overweight is everything that I cooked myself. So like as soon as she leaves the house, I'm like, oh, Kay's not here to cook for me. Chicken nuggets and tater tots. Might follow that up with some macaroni and cheese. How about a family-sized can of Chef Boyardee ravioli? like I, fortunately or unfortunately, my mom's like best meal that she made when I was growing up was McDonald's. So I did not get any good eating habits at all. And when I was younger, like great metabolism. So I ran with it. I was like, I could eat all this stuff. And apparently that doesn't play out later in your 40s.
Dude, and like speaking of like, as we're talking about weight loss and stuff, I think a question, like I think about somebody who maybe doesn't really struggle with this, or maybe they have. It's like, how and I'll answer it for me, Robert. I'll let you answer it for you. It's like, how did you get there? Right? People who watch my videos are like, dude, you were 180 pounds. Now you're 220. How'd you get there, man? How'd you gain 40 pounds? And even my wife's like, you eat the same amount that I do at dinner, but how do you gain weight? And my thing is like, I love vegetables. I eat good portions. My problem is after I eat dinner, it's like 2 hours later, I'm like, I'm hungry again. I'm going to eat some more. Then after breakfast, it's like, I'm hungry again. I'm going to eat some more. It's not in what you eat in a single sit down setting. It's what you do after dinner. It's what you do in between your meals. It's the after dinner. I'm still hungry. I'm going to eat a pizza, or I'm going to go to, for me, it's like, I'll go to Taco Bell. It's like, cool. 2 Taco Bell burritos is like 1,000 calories. So you've just like wiped out everything. And so for me, I realized that's me. It's not the meals. It's everything outside of those meals. I got to just cut that out.
Yeah. For me, the biggest one is beer, like hands down. Like, and cause like, man, when I'm having beers on the weekend, dude, I'm having beers like, and the amount of calories that I'm drinking is like all of them. And, so like, that's a big one. Then, like I said earlier about like frozen things, dude, I'm just like, that's like my kryptonite, man. Like I love those like flavor ices, and like I think there's probably people out there that take one out of the box and it's like, ooh, a purple one. And I take 6 out of the box.
You talking about Otter Pops?
Yes. Yeah. And then I'm like, no, 6 is like, so you get like one of those little half glasses, you know? And I'm like, actually, I think I can put 10 in here with all the top cut off. And then I'll just eat all of them. And then when they're done, then I'm like, oh, wow, that's a lot. Okay, well, never mind. And that, and like Ben and Jerry's, you know, it comes in that, I don't even, what is that, a pint? Right?
Yeah, it's a pint. And for all you people who aren't in America, it's something else. Anyway.
Yeah, it's like some kilograms around.
A liter. There we go.
Yeah, it's a quarter liter. It's not, man, a liter is big. That would be a lot of ice cream. But
a quart is about a liter. So it is a half of a liter. There we go.
A quarter. Okay, sweet. There we go with math again.
I got to check that now. Sorry, guys.
Right? So like those little Ben and Jerry's, what's that one that I really like? Cherry Garcia. And like, like the lady, remember I told you she's really good at like eating, right? She would like I would be like, I'm getting some ice cream. She'd be like, okay, fine, get me one. And I'd get her whatever flavor it was that she wanted. And she would like open it and like eat like 7 or 8 spoonfuls and be like, oh my God, this is too much. And then she put it away like in the freezer until it like basically got eaten by me or my daughter. And then she'd be like, I'm going to eat it another day. No, you're not. We're going to eat it for you. And me, I would always like open one of those up. You know, you peel the plastic off the top and you're like, oh, this is great. And then it's like a little present, right? Yeah, I'm getting in there. And then you start eating it and then she's putting hers away. And you're like, you know what? Today's going to be the day I'm going to put mine away. Like right when I get to like the middle spot, I'm going to stop. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm at the bottom. Where'd the middle spot go? And then you look, God forbid, you look at the freaking calorie count on those things because it's like, oh, it's 450 calories. Sweet. 2.5 servings per cup.
That's why my favorite nutritional fact information is serving size 1 container. I'm like, somebody figured it out. Yes. I don't want serving size 2 small nibbles. Dang it.
Like a bag of chips should just tell you how many all of them are because I want to eat the whole damn bag.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, chips are that's my kryptonite. I love chips. But yeah, you were talking about beer and like, especially, you know, people are talking about White Claws or, you know, light beers or 100 calories, right? But you get into IPAs and other stuff. And some people know I drink beer. I only have like one, you know, but the beers have so many calories, man. Yeah.
I mean, Coors Light are only 100 calories, but you can drink like 17 of them in a day because they're like basically water. So
yeah, my dad calls that fishing beer because you can drink those all day while fishing and you can still reel it in.
Yeah, totally, man. That's why I was like floating beer, dude. You just get out on the river, you just freaking wow. What do you know? They're all gone. I was arguing with my buddy that he put too many in there. Now I'm like, where the hell are they? The other thing that I do that like where mine came from too as well is and for those of you guys, like this is the deal. If you don't eat regularly, you can really screw with your metabolism. And I, regardless of my size, am like, I'm very lazy about eating. Like I put off eating all the time because I have this, like, I'm like, go over here, you know, and I'm trying to do something and I will ignore it and ignore it and ignore it. And I can't tell you how many days that I would get up and it would be like 2:30 in the afternoon and I still didn't eat breakfast, you know? And so then what I would do is like eat this godly amount of food and then, you know, probably get hungry another hour later and do it again. And then, you know, or 2, whatever, and then do it again before I go to bed, you know? So what I was doing was like really training my body that, hey, you're starving all the time, dude. So when he does put something in here, keep it, you know, and then, you know, like eating right before you go to bed, it's not a good idea either. It's just, I don't know. At least
you wake up hungry.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. So I don't know. What do you think? Maybe eating before bed is a good thing. Maybe I should try it.
All right, Robert. So I think we should clarify to our viewers and listeners, right? How do they participate? And what's not only can people, if they participate, can win this grand prize, what are we competing for? I think that's a good question.
I don't know what we're keep competing for. And as far as how they participate, I mean, we need to come up with a hashtag that is meaningful, easy, and not used. So all of you guys in the comments come up with your hashtags. So I don't know. What is it like? I was thinking hashtag biker wins 2020.
The daily versus we should do some sort of campaign. I don't know. Instead of presidential, I think Fat Boys. I think something Fat Boys is funny too. I don't know.
Fat Boys. Thick Boy Club's already used, so we can't do that.
Yeah. Living there. No, I'm just kidding. How about Fluffy to Fit? I'm sure that's a hashtag.
Oh, it probably is. Dang
yeah.
It. I don't know, man. I that's why I was saying we could come up with that before we put out our when are you planning on doing your video talking about yours?
I mean, as soon as we land on it, I'm down.
Oh, so no, but I mean, you're on a different release schedule than me. So I still have like 3 weeks until I'm putting out my next video about my weight loss. So in my mind, I'm like, I got plenty of time to figure this out, and I'm going to procrastinate actually until the night before. So
yeah. Side note, sorry, Kevin's last comment just made my day. Daily Fat Biker. What's up, YouTube? Daily Fat Biker here, and today we're eating chicken wings.
Oh God, I love that guy. Where's he at?
I'm for sure Robert, when you release your next video, how about I release mine because I've already started. Yeah, and we can do our official weigh-in weight as well, and let people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm weighing in tomorrow for whatever the official weigh-in weight is, so that'll be there.
Yeah, and but anyway, I will when that video comes out, I'll say, "Hey guys, Daily Fat Rider here." I'm so saying that. That's great.
Daily Fat Biker.
Daily Fat Biker. Yeah. But no, I came up with the idea of the end result. I think election day is a great time. November, whatever.
I think it's November 16th.
I thought that the competition for Robert and I is whoever wins the competition, the loser has to buy the winner dinner in their hometown. So if Robert wins, I have to fly to Sacramento and then buy him dinner in his hometown. And so, and if I win, then Robert has to fly up to Bellingham and buy me dinner. And the truth is, we kind of both would be stoked to fly and visit.
Yeah, I was like, can I lose on purpose? Is that what I can do? Or like,
I mean, you got to lose the weight, but maybe you can not encourage people to get behind you and lose weight with you, right?
Chubs on Hubs is good. I like that. I'm watching the
Chubs
hashtag.
That's it. That is the hashtag.
Oh, yeah, Chubs on Hubs. So that's where you're gonna submit your video to, Chubs on Hubs. Oh God, I don't know, man. I could see that going the wrong way, dude.
I was gonna say we need to double check all these hashtags to make sure there's not like dirty stuff. And I'm like, hey everybody, here's the hashtag, and people are like, I thought Josh was family friendly. This is not family friendly.
I can see that one being used by the porn industry already. So.
Oh gosh, yeah, the Chubs is not a good phrase.
Yeah, maybe we should reevaluate this. I mean, because I'm going to be like, yeah, that's a great idea, and then we're going to, you have more of a brand to protect than I do. So.
That's true. But anyway, I think people should let us know. Like, do you think that's a good competition? Like at the end of the campaign, right? I think us getting together, regardless at the end of the campaign, would be pretty fun. Right.
Yeah, so, no, I'm down. I think that's a good one. Because look, what we were talking. I mean, flights between the two of us are probably only like $200 round trip. I don't know. Price probably. I heard they went up though because they canceled so many flights. So
I think they're pretty cheap still. But yeah,
so $200 round trip, and then dude, I'm gonna drink a lot if you have to buy. So you might have to. It might be another $200 for the meal. What are you gonna get? What are you thinking about?
Dude, I don't. If I come down, or if you have to take me out.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a dude. I'm really hungry right now. This is rough to ask this question. Bellingham is known for our pubs or like breweries that have awesome food.
You had me a brewery.
Yeah, dude, and there are good ones. So I think we would go to a local brewery and they have like super good burgers, pizza, all of it, dude. And it's all like gourmet stuff.
Oh, that sounds good.
What about you, chicken wing man?
Oh, dude, I'm ready to go to Hooters right now, dude. I already won.
I'm not going to Hooters.
Oh, that's weird. You're going to Hooters if I win.
No, what have I signed up for? We would still film. Hi, welcome to Hooters. Have you been here before? No,
yes,
I have not. And I'm never coming back.
What's up, Robert? We haven't seen you in a couple months. We almost closed the doors because we were running out of business. Dude, I love Hooters. I could take you to a different wings place. There's a lot of, I like all the wings, but Hooters is probably one of my favorite ones, dude. And it's
really,
yeah, dude. Honestly, like, I really like that freaking, because for me, wings is like two things, dude. It's like the wing has to be good, or three things. The wing has to be good, like the right size, and then the sauce has to be dialed. And then whether it's blue cheese or ranch, like one of those has to be really dialed there. And like when I go to a new restaurant, they're like, "You want blue cheese or ranch?" I'm like, "Give me them both, because I need to see which one you guys are good at." Right. Yeah. So like Hooters has great friggin' ranch. Like I would take a bath in that stuff. I probably should. It would be good for my complexion. I love the 3 Mile Island hot. It's like the hottest one that they do. It's like, but that's like traditional buffalo style. And the one right below it's pretty good too. I think that's 911. And then their wings are small, so they're like a perfect vessel for like ranch. Because like I told you, like that's really like, I don't like the ones that are really big, because it's like, dude, it's like hard to get the ranch on there and get it to stay on there. Their wings are like the right size where it's just like put all the ranch in my mouth.
Does Katie go to Hooters with you?
No. She has a few times, but she doesn't like anything there. She doesn't eat wings, and like she's like, they even screw up a salad. So she's like, she's done it a few times just because she's like, fine, I'll go with you.
It's almost like the goal of Hooters is not the food quality.
Oh, that's funny. I honestly could care less about anything like with the girls in there or whatever. Like they could put all dudes in there wearing like Chippendale outfits for all I care. I mean,
Robert's like, give me some more wings.
Yeah, I'm like, give me the wings. That's all I want is the wings. Like, I'm pretty sure that place is going to go out of business, and I am hoping that some other restaurant just like buys the like Hooters like hot sauce label so that they can still serve them at their restaurant, or I'm going to be the guy that buys it, because I'm not going to stop. I need it.
Yeah, dude, I do love wings. Unfortunately, the only place we have in town is B-Dubs, and B-Dubs is okay, right?
Yeah, their wings are too big.
See, since we're talking about wings, the best wings I've ever had, in my life, is in Portland. There's this franchise called Fire on the Mountain. They have 20 sauces, and you can I guess it won't work anymore, but you can taste the sauces like as you go in before you order. And they come out on frisbees, like ultimate frisbee disc, full of wings. They're good. Dude.
You know, if I could choose any restaurant to actually have my meal at, I would tell you I would want the wings in Sedona, because those are really good too. The pizza place that we always eat at in Sedona are like so good. Dude, like we like the wings. Me and my group of friends are all wings guys, and we like the wings at that place. That we talk about the wings all year, just as much as we talk about the riding all year.
If we had to meet in Sedona, if we tied somehow, I would not be opposed to that.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm down.
Well, Robert, I think that's great for people to hear now. It's like, okay, so guys, get ready. Our videos are going to be coming out. You're going to be tuning in for the campaign, Daily versus Biker, and winner has to buy the loser. Or loser has to buy the winner dinner in their hometown. It's going to be a good competition.
Yeah, I think you're going to lose, dude.
Well, I mean, have you seen these thunder thighs, man? I don't know. I think I'm going to do pretty well.
So, what's your plan? What are you going to do?
For me personally,
you guys already know what I'm doing. I mean, I could talk about it some more, but I mean, what's your plan?
My weight loss plan personally?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Yeah. So for me, my biggest thing is eating. Just eating super strict. Only healthy food. My other thing is doing workouts. So like I'm all about the go to the gym, just do like weight stuff, like personal, like using your body as your weight thing. So I've used the program Insanity. I have it on my computer.
I've done that before.
Yeah, Insanity is like a super good cardio workout, but it's also like it strengthens it a little bit.
Yeah, so my goal is it's all like gravity exercises. So like those are really good. Like I call them prison exercises too. You know what I mean? Like it's things that guys do with no weights, you know, and you could get super fit that way. I mean, when I went through basic training, we had weights and I freaking got buff, you know, and so did everybody else that did it. You know what I mean?
So my plan is to do 3 or 4 days a week of Insanity and then doing a lot of mountain biking. For me, mountain biking doesn't feel like working out. And so I kind of like the sufferfest of actually doing a workout. So my goal is to mix it up and have that kind of be my off day, cheat day.
Yeah, I wish I could ride as much mountain bike as you. I mean, you're fortunate that you have it, like, honestly, like right out your door.
Yeah.
For me, the only thing
5 minutes.
Yeah, for me, the only thing I'm riding out my door is road bike. So fortunately, there's a paved river trail here in Sacramento that goes between Sacramento and Folsom. It's like 32 miles long. So, and Katie likes riding roads. So we just jump on the bikes in the morning. We've been doing that Monday through Friday, doing 20 miles a day.
Dang.
And then Saturday and Sunday rides. I looked at my my mileage for this week. It was like almost just shy of 140 miles.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. And see, for me, like, I don't track mileage. That's like when I went to Bentonville, people are like, oh yeah, it's this many miles. My brain doesn't compute miles. My brain
kilometers, because you're Canadian. You're really
oh, hey there, guy. What's the kilometers? Anyway, my brain only computes elevation. So if somebody says we're going on a ride, it's like, how much elevation? It's like, oh, we're going on a 3,000 elevation ride. It's like, okay, that's a big ride. Or hey, it's only 1,400 feet. Like, I don't know why. Yeah. That's all I care about. So like when I do the
same thing, but I do it with miles and elevation. If we're talking mountain biking, like whenever somebody asks me like, hey, let's ride together, and I'm trying to figure out what we should ride, like I always ask them, what's your average ride and how much elevation do you do on that? You know, because some people could say 15 miles, but do like 500 feet. Yeah. You know, and somebody else could say they do, 6 miles, but do like 4,000 feet. And you're like, oh, like,
yeah.
You went straight up the hill and straight back down, like
that's one of my favorite rides in Bellingham. It's like 2,400 feet of vertical in like 4.5 miles.
Oh, that's sweet.
Awful.
Yeah. That's like in Auburn. I call the Simple Six, and it's just, it's about 1,200 foot climb and right back down, it's just up and down. And if you want to do another lap, you can do another lap, and so.
Yeah. But so for me, that's like what it's going to be. And I have a gravel bike too. I haven't showed everybody my gravel bike. It's very sweet. But
is that like a new sponsor or something like that?
No.
Just something you bought?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's a secret. NS makes gravel bikes, but I may not be sponsored by them anymore. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
Don't look too closely in my garage at what you see. Just saying.
Right.
I just realized that. Robert's like, oh, what is that? Zooms in.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to work with computers, dude.
Math and computers, not Robert Strong. Wait a second. That should be one of those. But
one
anyway,
of them I'm supposed to be good at.
But I enjoy gravel riding. Like I'm a sicko in the sense of my gravel ride is I'm going to take my gravel bike on all the trails I mountain bike on, which ends up being deadly, and I love it. So
yeah. I bought my gravel bike just because I couldn't bring myself to buy a road bike to ride with the lady.
Yeah.
And most of the time that I've had that thing, I had slicks on it. And so like I've barely ever used it as a gravel bike. But I still like, even though, dude, I've had that thing it's probably been 4 years I've had that thing.
Dang.
And I've only taken it on like gravel like a handful of times. But I still have these like fantasies that I'm gonna do it. I'm like, no, I'm seriously gonna get into it. But this is the deal, because it's like anytime that I want to go like to ride a gravel bike somewhere fun, I would have to drive, right? And anytime I'm gonna drive to a trail, I'm mountain biking. So it's like that's why it just gets left here. But there's along that trail that I was talking about, there's a bunch of dirt trails that people do ride poaching. But and because there's like people that like hike and are out there with their kid, there's a lot of like families and stuff like that with strollers on those trails. Like I don't want to, and so many of them are like blind corners. Like I don't want to be like racing around something and like run over some 4-year-old. So I don't do it. Yeah. But they are working on like getting those trails to be allowed for bikes. And I think if they do that, then I said do. If they do that though, then maybe I'll actually get to live my dream out. But until then, I don't know.
It's tough where you live, man. And like you mentioned, like I'm super blessed. Like I can jump on my gravel bike and in 14 minutes be at a trailhead.
Yeah.
And so there's elevation and gravel everywhere. There's flat paths if you want it.
Yeah.
And the truth is, the reason I don't ride on the road is because if anybody who knows me knows I absolutely despise on all levels road biking. And I don't care who I tick off. If I lose subscribers, there is nothing worse in my mind than wearing super tight Lycra, pedaling a bike the exact same place that you can drive a car. That's that's pointless.
Yeah. So
mountain biking. What? Go ahead.
No, I should have let you rant. I was like, what am I doing? He's like in the middle.
I was like, mountain biking takes you to destinations you can't go anywhere else. I can go further up a trail than you can run. You can't take an electric scooter. You can take an e-bike if you're a weirdo. But like road biking is like, hey, you know what? I can drive in my car and go to this restaurant and have a cup of coffee. I'm going to jump on my road bike. It's like, no, you idiot. Go eat the coffee, then go on a mountain bike ride. That's way more fun. I despise it. So when I gravel bike, like anytime I gravel bike, mark my words, if I'm going on a road or only going where I can drive a car, I will quit YouTube. I will quit biking. I can't do it. It's the worst.
I agree with you. I don't like it at all. The only reason the only thing is like first of all, will never wear spandex road biking. Like I dress like a mountain biker when I'm road biking, which is great because I'm even bent over more. So my ass hangs out more than it does on a mountain bike. So those road bikers, man, they come up behind me and they're like, what's that tattoo on that dude's ass?
Your name.
Yeah. That's funny. And
side note, if I win, I think I want to put a contingency that you have to wear full Lycra and go on a road bike ride with me.
Dude. Wait a minute. If you win, you want to go on a road bike ride?
Just to see you in Lycra and take video of it? Absolutely. That's something I can't see anywhere else. That's worth a road bike.
But it won't be funny when I'm skinny. We'd have to do it now.
Dang it. Okay, we'll do it now.
Just do it now. So, like, first of all, like, I never wear that. Like, I have had one of the road biking jerseys once, just because it was like, oh, it's easy to like throw some stuff in those pockets. But I've never worn the spandex. Like, even back in the 90s, whenever like there was no like baggy mountain bike shorts, I would wear the spandex shorts with like soccer shorts over them because I was like, I'm not doing that. That's just like, that's not in my realm of things that I'm comfortable wearing. Then because the trail here that I was telling you about, you can't drive on that. So I'm not doing like you said, you can't drive there. So.
And someone commented, I have a closed minding opinion. Road biking can be fun. Hanging out with your friends, that's fun. Getting in shape, that's fun. I like running. I used to road bike. I'll admit I wasn't addicted, but I'm recovered. Right?
That's
I don't
right.
go back.
I forgot you were a road biker.
But here's the thing, and this is what anybody who's an avid road biker will tell you. They get people into road riding, and then there's so many guys or gals that they mountain bike one time, and they sell all their road bikes and they get rid of all of it, and they're like, "What have I been doing my whole life?" And they get 100% into mountain bike because it's that good.
Yeah, I used to be a runner. I used to run a lot, and when I ride road bike, it just reminds me of running. It's like you're just doing cardio. It's not fun. It is not fun. I don't care who you are. It is not fun. Yeah, it's not fun.
True.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure it's in like the dictionary or encyclopedia or something like that. Look up road biking. It says like not fun, but these are some like good aspects of it.
True.
I just I'm not a fan. Like, honestly, when I bought my first single speed road bike, I bought that purely so I could drink more beer.
If I can't drive my car home, I can ride this bike home.
Yeah, because it was like it's like, oh, it's only like 16 miles between my house and where I work. My work has a shower, and if I ride my bike to work and back, that's like a lot of calories. I can drink in beer and not feel guilty about it. I swear to God, that's why I bought my road bike. I am not lying at all. And so I did that for a long time, and then Katie was like, "Oh, I'll do that." So I bought her one too. So we used to single speed together, both do that. It was like, whatever, 30 some miles round trip. And then because of that, she started liking that she has a screw loose, apparently, A, for being with me, and B, for liking road riding. So she decided that she wanted to like start doing like bigger rides, and she wanted to do this century with her friends. So then she needed like gears, obviously, because they climb when they do that. Imagine that. Hey, let's take something really boring and lame and then make it worse by climbing, you know? So
yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose a few subs too, but if we do it by percentage, good. I'm losing more than you. So,
but you know what? Yeah, and I think we should do both pounds and percentage for us, like personally. But we'll figure it out as we go. I think both of it would be good.
Yeah, I didn't really care about it being percentage because honestly, like to me, like I feel like it's just easy to do pounds for one, and for two, I don't think either one of us care about losing.
No.
I mean, both of us are like, yeah, if I get to go to there or he gets to come here, like that sounds fun either way.
Well, and the goal is like the goal for us is to encourage other people to lose weight with us.
Yeah.
Like that's the goal is for us to be encouraged. And here's the thing. Robert has already inspired me and inspired all of you guys. We're going to continually inspire each other. And the hope is that you guys inspire us. So that's the win. So at the end of it, if you lose 10 pounds and you're like, you know what, I'm going to vote for Robert because Robert XYZ, he likes beer, or I'm going to vote for Daly because he's not cool with Hooters, whatever you want to do. Right. Like it's just, it's fun. But at the end of the day, we're all getting healthier and that's a win. So
yeah, the only voting that you're going to be able to do is buying swag. There's not going to be a way to vote. So that's the way you're going to show your support.
Well, buying swag and losing weight.
Yeah, that too. And that's the other thing I want to make clear about the video is like, it's not the person who loses the most weight in the video. It's like, make a good video. Like, tell your story. Like, your video could not be anything more than your story. Like, you being like brutally honest with yourself and what you want to do or whatever. Like that could be the video that wins. Or it could be the dude that loses freaking 100 pounds in the time that we lose 50. You know what I mean? Like to me, I just want to see something where I watch and I'm inspired. You know what I mean? Either I'm inspired or I'm like, there is no way that I'm not freaking like, I was thinking like we could have the winner and then we could both like pick our VP. Like,
I think that'd be good.
Like who are like, this is like my VP would be the video that I liked the most, you know? And then we would agree on the winner that gets the prize, and maybe the VP gets a prize too, sticker pack. And
that'd be good. That'd be good. I like it, dude. Yeah, dude, I'm so stoked for this, Robert. I think this is it's going to be cool to watch this podcast and to look back and look at us in 3 months, right? When November hits. And we go, dang, man, we were chunky boys, but now we're looking good, man. And people are going to be like, me too, man. Like, I'm with you. It's going to be fun.
Dude, you know, it's really rewarding when you do any kind of, like, you meet any kind of goal, you know, it like mentally, it's really rewarding. And in this case, it's going to be physically rewarding as well. Yeah. You know, and I wasn't thinking about like inspiring people whenever I made my video, like how we started the podcast. Like, I just was like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to make this content, you know, maybe to like hold myself like accountable to all these people, you know, like I put it out on the internet, but really mostly it was just like, I just want to do this. I'm going to document it, you know? Yeah. And even if I fail, like I'm going to document it, you know, and I'm going to tell people why I failed, you know, and maybe that inspires somebody, or maybe somebody inspires me not to fail because I put out the video telling how I failed. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't definitely, oh my God, I've been blown away by the comments. I mean, there's some guys like 170 pounds, maybe even more, because obviously I'm not good at math, but the one guy said 170, so I can remember that. like unbelievable amounts of weight that some of these people have lost that are commenting on this video. And it's like, that's amazing. I'm like, dude, you need to stop telling me I inspired you, dude. You're inspiring, you know, like give yourself a pat on the back. Yeah. And that's the truth. I just, you know, there's all these guys that in the comments, like all these guys and gals and, you know, all these people that have commented on there, like, dude, you inspired me. I'm going to lose weight. And that's why when I was thinking about like how we would do this, I wanted to make sure that we had a way to hold all these people accountable for saying that they were going to do it. Yeah. You know, and like, here it is. And Josh, you're going to put your video out, dude. You've already started. You know what I mean? I know you're a great speaker. Like you're gonna enroll your audience, and you got 100,000. What do you got? More than 100,000 at this? How many people do you got following you?
I got at least 20 people listening, following along.
No,
Almost
I mean
120.
like 100. So 120,000 people, man.
Yeah.
Like that's a big spread, dude. And like out of the people that I reached, and I have a little reach, I have a small net compared to yours. Like I just feel like, dude, this is so cool, man. Like it's like trickling, you know, and like that's really cool. You know what I mean? Like better than us like showing people how to like ride bikes, or like choose the best helmet, Cali. And like instead of doing that, like here's something that that's really like changed people's life,
Yeah. I cannot say how stoked I am, and to know that I'm not going down the journey alone with you and with other viewers, that's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun. What are you not looking forward to?
I don't know if there's anything I'm not looking forward to. I would say it's gonna get tough after like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. A month in, like for me, the hardest part is not the first week. For me, the hardest part is the 5th week, actually. Yeah. Because I've lost 20 pounds. My clothes fit better. I feel good. I'm in the best shape I've been in a long time. But I'll be at 200 pounds and I'll still have 25 pounds to go. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to. I want a cheat day. I want to give up. I just want to be done with this. But I need to keep doing it. So I'm not looking forward to that, man. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I can also say like November 16th is like further away than I think that it's going to take me to get to my goal. Yeah. So like I'm questioning like, okay, so if I hit my goal and we're still like a month out, then what do I do? You know what I mean? Like, am I going to still try to beat daily, or am I just going to hang it up? Yeah. Dude, I think positive mentality, positive thoughts. I think you're going to get it, dude. Yeah. I'm actually not concerned at this point about whether I am or not. Like, I know myself, like when I like really get in the zone about something like that, the only thing that would stop me at this point would be like a coffin, like, like honestly, like it's, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And so like, and I'm in, man, like knowing, like for me, like this is huge. Like knowing people are watching, people are waiting, right? Like Robert's like, dude, you're doing this. And I'm like, yep, I'm in. Like I know I'm going to do it too. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, but I think what you said though a minute ago is like, it's really true, dude. I mean, I'm like rolling into my 2nd month of this right now. And man, yesterday we went up to Tahoe. We did this badass ride, man. Like, and it was like as much of like really awesome chunk as Sufferfest climbing in sand. So like it was like a combination at like 8,500 feet elevation. You know what I mean? Like it was a butt kicker of a ride. Yeah. And, we got done and that, I'm not expecting my friends not to drink around me. You know what I mean? Like I'm not that dude, like my buddy came over. I'm like, here, dude, have a beer, man. Like get to it, like, and, man, it was like, that is when it's hard for me to like, not be like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to eat some pizza. Yeah. And I'm going to have a beer, dude. I just burned like freaking 3,000 calories. We started riding at like 10 o'clock in the morning and we finished at like 4, you know what I mean? Like, but on the other hand, it's like what you said, dude. It's like, man, I've lost 20 pounds, man. Like I'm like looking in the mirror and feeling, I'm not happy about what I look like right now, but I'm happy that what I look like compared to what I look like a month ago. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so that makes it where you're like, oh man, like I could just a little bit today, you know what I mean? And that's difficult. Yeah. I should definitely like talk about that in my next video, Yeah. No, I agree, man. And and I think we're going to see as we document our progress, we got 3 months basically. Yeah. We're going to see the ups and downs, and we're going to be real about it because you and I are real dudes. And I think we both know that you and I would connect with the reality of weight loss and eating a healthy lifestyle way more than people are like, this is easy. I'm so happy. Everybody should. It's like, no, dude, that sucks. Like, that's hard.
Yeah.
And like, to be able to share with other people, like, man, my buddies had a beer after a long ride, and I know I could have had it, and it would have been fine, but I chose not to, and that was tough, but I did it. It's like, not to get sappy. It's like a AA. It's like a NA. It's like, man, that's cool, man. That's awesome, dude. Like, you're with me.
Dude, my second day of the diet, Moonlight, Leatherfoot, and I went out, and we rode that. We were riding that Simple Six I was talking about.
Yeah.
And it was like, we didn't get out until like 4 o'clock, and it was like 95 degrees, dude. And we're climbing up that hill, and it's just like, we're baking, right?
Yeah.
We're just baking. And we were halfway up that first climb, and he was like, dude, I got a chilada. And I was like, I'm in. You know, it was like the second day, you know, and it was like, by the time I got to the top, you know, I was like, dude, what the, you know, this is the second day.
Yeah.
Dude, you didn't even go 48 hours and you're ready to like buckle a little bit. I was like, man, you can't do this. And that was the hardest one. That was really the hardest one, where it was like, other than that, I really haven't been craving much. I know how to eat right. And I know that whenever I get a craving, I'm either hungry or thirsty. Yeah. So like, solve that, and then you don't have the problem anymore. You know what I mean? So I'm not like really like tripping. And there's some things that like that I do to like, you know, kind of get over that or whatever. It's like, I can take that 0-calorie Gatorade and make a slushie out of it. Yeah. And it's like close to like something that I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you, man.
But I don't remember where I was going. Oh, wow. So,
hey, got a super chat though.
Yeah, dude. That was awesome. I appreciate those when they come in. I forgot to talk about that at the beginning of the podcast, that, hey, man, you guys feel free to do that. I don't always call it out. Apparently Josh does. And, but I do appreciate it. It definitely helps. So, let's see. We were talking about what was going to be difficult. You know, what else I want to talk about? Like, do you have any kind of like, where like people are always like, oh, you can't eat out. I'm like, dude, yes, you can.
Oh yeah.
This is my 2 favorite things to do while like I'm eating clean or whatever, you know, but these are like, I can get away with these. They're probably not 100% like diet food. They are cheating. At least one of them is. Sushi, dude. I like the rolls, man. And like, so I can get a couple of sushi rolls, have a miso soup. And that's probably one that I let that one slide.
Dude, sushi and poke, like I saw you put a poke bowl.
Yeah.
Dude, those are good. My biggest thing that I just like get on, I just eat way too much. I actually overdid it recently, is Chipotle. I get a salad at Chipotle. Do they take like their burritos and they just make them as salads basically? Well, yeah, you have your salad as your base. I've never. And if I'm working out, I get like a half scoop of rice. But then you get beans, chicken, salsa, guacamole, even like you get your avocado fix, and you're like, this is delicious, and like it's not terrible for me. I don't have a huge tortilla, right? Like that's a good one. Cheese, but that's me. Yeah, yesterday whenever we finished that ride, I had a burrito, and I felt a little guilty about it because it was like, but there was nothing else to eat, and it was like, okay, well, I can get this with like, I don't like rice anyway. So after I just got done telling you I like sushi, I can't stand rice, but sushi's like the only way I'll eat it. And I don't like rice. I just like sushi. Wait. Yeah. I don't like bread. I just like sandwiches. Dude, I'm such a confusing person. Like when I was a kid, like I hated mushrooms unless they were on pizza. So like that's the type of person I am. So shouldn't shock you any. So yeah, definitely sushi and poke. Those are like so Monday's usually like sushi day for me. Poke ends up lunch somewhere in the middle of the week. Yeah. I've done Subway a few times because they're pretty like accurate on what their calorie count is. You know what I mean? And you can like, oh, I know I can get this one. It's going to be less than 500 calories. I'm not getting, I'm not going. Don't talk to me about Subway, man. I'll get on my soapbox. I despise Subway. Oh, let's hear it. Because these are the clips that I'm going to put out. First is Josh
doesn't like road biking. That one's definitely going to happen. And so why Josh doesn't like Subway, that's going to be one. Let's hear it.
Subway is it's the worst fast food chain around.
Yeah.
First off, Subway is, when you think of a good sandwich, no one thinks about Subway. Subway's a last resort. You're like, oh, hey, the local sub shop is closed. Oh, hey, Quiznos went out of business. Oh, let's go to Subway. They're like, hi, do you want it toasted? You're like, you don't like your job. Like you're using low quality deli meat. Yeah, hate your life. And this sub is mediocre, but it's healthy, right? There is 1,000 other subs. I would rather make a sandwich at home than eat at Subway, man. It's just, I don't know. There's nothing. People are like, oh, have you tried? Like, no one's like, dude, I ate this at Subway. It was so good. It's like, no, it was okay. Like, Subway is like, it should be like, Subway, we're just okay. Like, because that's all it is, man. And I don't settle for mediocrity in my life. I don't want a crappy sandwich. I want a good sandwich, man. Yeah. Like,
the place that I would go for a good sandwich definitely doesn't know how to make one that's lower calorie. So.
and that's my thing. Like, if you don't want the higher calorie sandwich, don't go to Subway. Like, people are like, Josh, where do you want to go to lunch? I'm like, literally anywhere you pick, I will go. If anyone says Subway, I'm like, get out. I'm not going to lunch with you anymore. You're dead to me. I hate it.
Remember when I said anywhere? I was lying.
Yeah. So dude, like, I just get so angry thinking about it. But at the end of the day, everything at Subway is mediocre at best. Nothing is good about it. They stole toasting from Quiznos, and I worked at Quiznos. Quiznos knew how to make a sandwich.
You know what? I have a thing against Quiznos.
Dude, that's my alma mater. You check yourself.
Oh, no, wait. It's not Quiznos. I actually don't have anything against them. I like next to never ate at Quiznos, to tell you the truth.
Gosh.
The one that I have a thing against is Togo's, because they had. I'm like one of those guys that only like eats the same. Like when I go into a restaurant, there's a good chance that the first thing I order there is what I'm eating there for the rest of my life. So like it's really important. It's a big decision for me. And the first thing I ever had at Togo's just so happened to be their Reuben sandwich, which was so good. And they took it off the menu, and I've never been back since.
Because it probably had like 2,000 calories in it, man.
That's probably why I liked it so much. Oh my God, it's been good.
Yeah. But to sum up Subway, if you are a road biker and you go on a road bike to eat Subway, just I hope that your life's okay. I will pray for you. I hope you make some big changes, but we just can't hang out, man.
Oh, that's awesome. If you're a road biker going to Subway, is there anything worse than that in the book of Josh?
And you hate LaCroix. If you hate LaCroix and you're a road biker and go to Subway, we just, I don't know what we'll have in common. Hopefully mountain bikes.
I think that you just like described me.
Oh gosh. I'm going to flip over this setup.
That's it. You're just going to see complete aggro. He's going to rip the bike off the wall, smash all the shelves down. Yeah. Cause I like Subway. I just
Robert.
I don't like the quality of their sandwiches. They're not great sandwiches, but I like it because I'm lazy. So that's why I can say I'm very lazy.
We just got two really important messages. I'm sorry. The first one is cauliflower pizza, which is a super chat. And I love cauliflower pizza. I'm all about that. The second one, Critical MTB says, dude, Robert, the Reuben is back on the menu at Togo's.
Oh my God. Dude. Now we know what I'm getting for lunch on my birthday. Freaking A, dude. It's about time those guys over at Togo's got their head together. I bet you they saw their annual earnings just go down by like 40%. They're like, what happened? Maybe it's the new logo. And then there's that one dude in the back of the room who's like, hey, remember the Reuben I told you guys not to get rid of? That's it. Seriously. Like they still, like all they did was take away sauerkraut out of their lineup. They still had the same meat. They still had it there, but they had no sauerkraut. It's like, seriously, guys, like you have a problem. Like sauerkraut probably costs nothing. I bet you that places that make sauerkraut just give it away. They're like, what is it? I don't even know what it is. It's like cabbage, like pickled cabbage or something. I don't know. Spoken from a true German. I don't care what it is. I'm going to eat it all day long. Right. And I don't understand it. So I am very happy. Critical MTB. You are definitely the man. Thank you for that.
Well, I've never been to Togo, so if I lose, I'll for sure buy you some Togos.
All right. Well, I'm planning them all out. So let's talk about snacks, man. What do you eat for snacks?
Oh, Robert, you're killing. We got to wrap this up, man. I'm getting
Yeah,
way
we're
too
right
hungry.
there. We're getting close.
If I
Diet
eat snacks,
though. Diet snacks. Good eating snacks.
Dude, for me, like I'm like pretty routine. I'll eat breakfast, and then I usually don't snack between breakfast and lunch, and then I'll eat a banana. Like that's like my special like snack is a banana. I don't snack. Sorry, I have one snack that I eat if I'm really hungry. Sunflower seeds. I know it's like salt and fat, but people are gonna make so many like jokes about this. But anything that I can like. I was going to say get in my mouth. Anything that I can have that I can get working on, dang it. Yeah. Anything that I can chew on. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I really enjoy that.
Screwy snaps. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I like, you haven't come down in the summertime. We have these 2 great rivers through Sacramento, and we float the river a lot, like on tubes or with our kayaks or whatever. And sunflower seeds is what we always take. And I don't feel bad about it. Honestly, dude. Like my tongue gets sore before I eat too many for them to like really be detrimental to my weight loss. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, the salt's not the greatest, but I can probably do with like adding some salt. Like I'm not eating it anywhere else. Like I don't put salt on anything I like. There's only a few things in my life that I actually put salt on. Like
we're meant to be. We're meant to be. I don't salt anything. The only thing I put seasoning salt on is my eggs. That's it. I
put salt on French fries. I put salt on macaroni and cheese, and if I'm eating, dude, it's like it's a vessel for salt. And then, hard-boiled eggs. I have to have salt on hard-boiled eggs.
I don't put salt or butter on anything, which people think is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't put butter on anything except for toast.
What? See, I don't put salt,
but I don't eat pancakes like never. So.
I don't put salt or butter on my corn. I just eat straight corn.
Oh, you're good. I guess I do put it on more things than I thought. Put it on butter. That's it, though. That's really it. That's the end of it. Don't tell me anything else. Yeah. No, that like I've never like been one that like really like. I'm not big on it, you know. So it's like a couple of things. So those are things like where I was talking about. Like, I don't really trip out about like changing that in my diet. Because it's such a like minuscule thing, you know, like if you cook everything with butter and you like put butter on this and butter on that, like we use olive oil for almost everything that we're cooking. Like if there's some things here and there that you need to use it for, then do it and like enjoy that. So snack wise for me, I like those Activia yogurts. They're only like 60 calories. And I feel like whenever I eat really clean, I don't drink any milk and I'm not really eating a lot of cheese. So I'm trying to get that like that dairy into my life, you know?
Yeah.
And there's probiotics in yogurt that are good. And those things are like, they taste really good because they're like sweet, you know, like I love the black cherry one. Reminds me of the ice cream I was talking about earlier. So like, that, and then also like if you get the vanilla one, you could like throw a little bit of granola on top of it. It's like tastes like it's pretty yummy. Maybe some blueberries in it, something like that. What else do I like to snack on? Every once in a while, I will do like a mozzarella stick, whatever. What do they call it? String cheese?
Cheese sticks.
Yeah, string cheese. Well, cheese sticks to me are a whole different thing. Those are like fried and yummy, and these are like, hey, where's all my fried stuff at? And I don't get any marinara sauce. Just get the cheese. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Those are 2. I definitely like I said, the vegetables, like the raw vegetables.
Carrots and salsa. I'm curious by that now.
You don't do that?
I've never thought to put carrots with salsa.
Oh yeah, dude, it's great.
But I love salsa.
Yeah, and you can eat a bunch of carrots. Honestly, carrots are one that you could probably eat too many of them because I think they have a fair amount of sugar in them. If I remember correctly,
they're the most sugary vegetable.
Yeah. But for me, it's like when I do it, it's like I'm just eating some salsa. I like the crunch, you know, because it's kind of like a chip, you know, or whatever. And look, when I said eat with hummus or eat with salsa, like don't sit down and eat a whole freaking jar of salsa. You know what I mean? Don't sit down and eat a whole freaking tub of hummus. It's not good for you like that. You know, but
hummus is a killer. Salsa is not too bad though.
Yeah, but it's also like what it's made out of is just like garbanzo beans. You know, like they're good fats, just not all of them. You know what I mean? Like, don't eat the whole freaking thing. That's the thing where it's like, it's hard to be like, oh, these are good for you. No, they're not. Like, it's like they're better for you. Yeah. And if you eat it in the right moderation, yeah, it's decent for you. It's good for you. You know, it's healthy, quote unquote food. But outside of that, like, people are like, you know, don't drink soda. I don't really do that, you know?
Yeah.
I personally feel like diet soda is really bad too. Because I am, even though it says 0 calories on it, I am like, it's like one of my personal like conspiracy theories. Like, I feel like there's something really bad going on there. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I don't get this.
Coke has 140 calories for a 12-ounce can. Diet Coke has 140 chemicals for a 12-ounce can.
That's funny. Yeah, I think if I really wanted a soda, like, I would just be like, I'm gonna have just a soda. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't done that in the last month. It doesn't bother me. I actually like drinking tea and water. Like, those are what I drink normally. Like, even when I was being a fat butt, you know, like, that's just what I drink anyway. So I don't drink a lot of calories other than beer. That's my big one there.
Yeah, that's a lot of calories. Beer gets you, man. Alcohol in general.
Yeah, I mean, you see the way I drink, so.
I know. I've been around.
Yeah. So it's definitely less than healthy. What are you anxious? You're like, so you kind of started. Do you feel like you're really starting on Monday, or you feel like you're already in the swing of it?
I'm already in, man. Full bore.
Yeah.
Wednesday night was my last meal. Thursday morning, full go.
Yeah. How you like? What's been challenging?
So far, nothing. And for me, the first couple of weeks is not challenging. That's the easy part.
Yeah.
It's the fun. It's the motivation. I think what's going to be hard is we're going on vacation on Wednesday with my wife's family for like 5 days. That's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing the gravel bike. I'm going to ride on the road. Lord forbid. I'm going to go find some gravel though.
You better go to Subway while you're doing it.
Dude, if you see me on a road bike at Subway, shoot me, please. Anyway, so I'm going to be riding in the mornings and trying to get the calorie burns in, and then just do my best not to not. Here's the thing: I hate being a party pooper. Right? If someone invites me over to dinner, I'm going to be like, I'm on a diet. Sorry. It's like, no, I'm going to be polite, and with the family, it's like, I'm not going to be a lame-o. I'm just not going to go crazy. So I'm going to burn a lot of calories to try to compensate for that.
Yeah. No, that's totally what I would do too. We went to a friend of ours' birthday party a couple weeks ago, and it was just like, they had a lot of really yummy stuff there, like they do at, you know, get-togethers, you know, and I just made wise decisions, you know. Yeah. I ate enough to not feel like to make them feel like I was being rude, and then enough to like hold me over till I got home. I could eat what I wanted, you know. Yeah. So it was like, I mean, they're barbecuing, so it's easy. Like, take some chicken, you know. There's always salad, you know what I mean. So like,
there's always options, like, and there's options, or you can do your best to have self-control. Like, you can have a slice of pizza, you can have a burger. It's just don't go crazy, right?
Yeah, I don't think I could have a slice of pizza, because I'm pretty sure that when I eat one, I turn into like a heroin addict. I'm just like, I'm eating the rest of this. Yeah, I did it. I'm gonna go all in. You know, so like, that's that guy, dude. That's the guy that I'm talking about. He can't do it the other way. You know.
Yeah. So I love pizza, man.
Yeah, maybe I can a little bit. I don't know.
Don't do it, Robert. Don't do that, man. If you said no, don't do it.
Yeah. No, you know what I've been really kind of thinking about is when I first started, you know, before I was in a competition with Daily MTB, I was saying like, hey, I'm not drinking till my birthday. And in my mind, I was kind of thinking I was just going to hit it really hard till my birthday. And then once my birthday hit, I was going to start doing like probably like cheat days on Saturdays. Right. So then that way, you know, we did a bike ride. I could have some beers when we go out and have wings or whatever. I'm not going to like trip about it. Right. Mm-hmm. But then like, and I know from in the past, like whenever you say cheat day, but you're like into this process, what it really ends up being is like cheat meal. Yeah. And then like drinks with your buddies. Right. You know, like at least that's what it was for me. You know, it'd be like, I'd still get up and eat the same breakfast that I was eating anyway, the same lunch that I was eating anyway. And then it would just be like, hey, we're going to go out to dinner and have a bunch of beers. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
You know, but as I've been like going through this, I'm like, hey, dude, I'm only like 3 weeks away from my birthday. I'm not anywhere close to my goal. Like, I told you personally that like I would love to be in the 250s by my birthday. So that would be like 259 counts, right? 259.9 counts. So that's still 20 pounds away from where I was on my last weigh-in. And at that point, I'm still 40 pounds away from my goal.
Yeah.
So initially what I was telling myself, now that I'm like getting into the swing of it, I'm like, nah, dude, that's not going to happen. So at this point, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go all out on my birthday, maybe for the weekend. I don't know. You know what I mean? In my mind right now, I'm just saying it's the day, but I wouldn't doubt that I end up with a good hangover. So the next day might be a little bit of junk food too. So
dude,
2 days, right? I'm going to slide.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, dude, you can get to 259. You can drop 20 pounds by your birthday.
Yeah.
Easy. You just got to give her, bud.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, like my weight loss has been weird, dude. Like it's been inconsistent. So like my first week was 7 pounds. My second week was 4 pounds. My third week was 7 pounds. So those are good numbers. My fourth week was 1. Yeah. It was, I put down 2. I like talked to people about it too, because I wanted to make my caps right. And I had to subtract, like I wasn't doing like the points, like 0.3, 0.2. So I subtracted from my initial weight to where I was, and that was 2 pounds. So, but according to my scale, it was only 1.1 pounds. So like that really, like, it didn't deter me. Like it didn't like I'm getting a lot of comments like, keep your head up, you'll be all right. And it didn't really deter me at all. No, it did, because it made me think like, what if I do that for like the next 4 weeks? Like it's possible I lose 4 pounds in the next 4 weeks. You know, like it put that like that doubt into me.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that, you know, this week turns out well. And but it definitely put the doubt into me. Like, you feel confident that I'm gonna hit 20 more pounds. I'm like, man, that's a lot, you know?
Dude, I'm 100% confident. And that, like, you have weeks like that. You have weeks you don't lose as much, but double down, man. Like, just hit it. And that's the thing is, like, not to be too motivational speaker, but like, you've done it. You can do it again easy. You just have to do it. And that's like, keep doing what you're doing. And at your size, your body will, if you keep doing what you have been doing, it will keep on going, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I agree with you. I know it, but man, that thing really put the doubt into me. You know what I mean?
I hear you, dude. Yeah, but you know what, man? You like, and here's like the other thing. You owe it to yourself to give yourself the gift of being in 259 on your birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, give yourself the gift you actually want more than anything else.
Yeah, yeah. That would be cool. That would
and then celebrate, right? And when you gain,
and then put on like 10 pounds in 2 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you gain 3 or 4 pounds back, you know what, dude? That was worth it because you hit the goal. But like totally. You do you, and I'm not gonna tell you what to do. But I would say, like, make that your goal, dude. Get there.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, one last thing before we go here. I want to throw this up. Jeep Adventure says weight is just a number. Focus on BMI. And I want to talk about this just real quick before we wrap up.
Sure.
It definitely is just a number. I'm going to tell everybody out there, if you guys are like inspired by listening to this and you're going to go start losing some weight, or you've already been inspired and you're going to start, or you've started, you need more than just weight. Yeah. Pay attention, yes, to BMI. Pay attention to weight. The big one that I can't tell you enough about is measurements. Take measurements, because a lot of times when people start this kind of thing, they'll start putting on muscle weight and they'll be losing fat. They won't be losing any weight at all, but your size will be changing. So yes, you can judge that by your clothes. Yes, you can judge that by your pants are getting buttoned easier, but to actually see, like, I only took measurement around my chest and my belly because, like I said earlier, that's like really the only place that I carry weight. My legs and my arms are not going to change much, like maybe an 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. You know what I mean? I lost like an inch and a half on one of them and 2 inches on the other. I can't remember. It's probably 2 inches on the belly and like an inch and a half around my chest. Like that's a freaking lot, dude. You know?
Yeah, that's
so,
a ton.
Yeah. So like definitely have those things. And like the scale that I have, it's a smart scale. Do you have a smart scale?
No, I'm the smart one for the scale.
You're the smart one. Yeah. So I have a smart scale. It's by Garmin. The only reason I have that is because I'm like deep in the Garmin family, you know, like, so like it tracks all my stuff together.
Yeah. I saw that in your video.
Yeah. But I mean, you can get one that's like $50 instead of the one that I have that's like 150. You know what I mean? Like it'll tell you the same stuff. Yes, they may not be 100% accurate, but they're usually consistent. So even if it's not telling you the right BMI when you started, it's going to keep telling you the incorrect percentage off the whole way through your process.
Sure.
So you're going to see that, you know, so those things are good, man. And I think that I just wanted to highlight that. I don't know, you have anything to say about that?
No, I agree. And that's like for me, Robert's goal is 220. And for his height, all right, that's like a great BMI. For me, mine's, 170. For me, like to be in a normal weight BMI for my height, that 5'9" is like 168 pounds. I'm like, yeah, I could get there. That's pretty dang skinny for me, though. I've been there.
I don't even think what you just said is right. Keep talking. I'm gonna look that up. I think 220 is still considered heavy for my height.
No, I think it is. I think it is still considered overweight. But you can calculate, and that's where I was saying, like, you can see what's considered a normal weight. But once again, figure out normal for you. Figure out where you feel the healthiest. Don't worry about what a chart tells you as much as you know where you're the best for you.
Yeah, it says on the first thing that came up in Google, which may not be right. It says for 6'2", 171 to 209. So
yeah, but like
at least.
Yeah. So for like one, on one of them I'm looking at.
You said 5'9". This one that came up for me, it says, is that male? Yeah, it's male. 5'9" was 144 to 176. So you're squeezing right in there.
Yeah, and I see it like in my little calculator I found if you were at 194 pounds, that would be right. Your 194 would equal my 168.
Yeah. I was like 195, I think, when I got out of the military.
Dang.
And when I went in the military, I was just as tall, maybe a little bit shorter. I think I was 6'1" when I went in, and I weighed 155 pounds.
Damn, that's like your son, man.
Yeah. When I got out of basic, I put on 30 pounds in basic training, doing those exercises that we were talking about. Yeah. Jumping jacks, flutter kicks, push-ups, and running. Yeah. So like you can put like those things make you strong, like especially when you're a dumbass like me, you got to do a lot of them, but no, I'm just happy with myself. I'm happy with like, I know that I can like do the amount of exercise that I want to do. It's not a beach body, but I'm not feeling uncomfortable about taking my shirt off. You know what I mean? Like 220 is good with me, dude.
I've never felt uncomfortable about taking my shirt off. I pop it off as much as I can.
But oddly enough, neither do I. Like even at 300 pounds, I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm that fat guy at the beach is like no F's given, like,
yeah.
So right on, man. Hey, dude, I am so stoked that you reached out to me, man.
Dude,
I never thought that I would be doing this, what we're going to do.
Dude, I'm stoked, and I will attribute this for years to come, as this is the encouragement I needed to get me going, and I'm stoked about it.
That makes me happy, man. It really does. It makes me happy that, between the two of us, that it's going to play out that way, Yeah. I wish you the best of luck, dude. I hope you beat me, man.
Dude, hey, I hope you do too, but I know I'm going to win, so. Right on.
Well, we'll see about that. You might as well I'm going to buy you a Hooters shirt too, dude. I'm going to tell them it's your birthday. You're going to get the dumb hula hoop trip gun thing going on. It's all happening, dude.
This is the face that I'll make.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Thank you.
But with like hot sauce all over it. Hey, man, everybody that tuned in for the show, thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Seriously, I want to see this channel grow. I'm only going to do this is a test run. So I personally kind of committed to myself that I'm going to do B1KER Bar for a year and see where it's at. And I would love to see this thing at 10,000 subscribers in a year. So help me hit that goal. Subscribe, tell your friends about it. Subscribe. I can't tell you enough. Like, honestly, Social Blade is a website that a lot of YouTubers use to tell like how their channel is going to grow or how it's doing. And it says I'm only be at like 6,000 something at the end of that in a year. So prove them wrong. Help me out with that. If you guys are interested in helping out with paying for my protein shakes, because I can't say beer fridge anymore, hit up the Patreon. That would be good for me, man. I need it. that protein is expensive. I'm telling you, man. I put in an order for that stuff the other day. It was like $160 for all this crap I ordered. So I need it. $1 a month will do it. It'll get you some coupons for some mountain biking stuff. $5 a month to get you a sticker pack, or you could make a motivational video and put it to hashtag we don't know yet. And there
we go.
And there we go. So look forward to seeing some content on Josh's channel. I'm really excited to see how he does it, because I like your content, especially when it's involving me. I like hearing stuff like you talking about me is just going to make me happy.
Oh, great. Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude. Thanks a lot, man. And oh, wait, I got to push the soda button over here. You got anything to say before we go?
It only takes a bike. Oh, sorry. That's yours. My bad.
Oh, wait. Oh, no one takes a bike?
No one takes a bike.
Okay.
Dude, I'm just the daily fat bikers.
The daily fat biker. We need a new intro, outro for this thing, huh? Right. Anyways, Hey guys, I want you all to remember it only. Oh wait, we got to hit the button first. It only takes a bike to be a biker. Get out and be one.